Hey, what's going on, Joe? Another day on the concrete. Hey, Mo. No Discord, no email. But I have it. I checked the email today that you said to check it, and I didn't get anything. So I haven't checked it since I checked it that time. But most likely I'm not gonna. You know, I'm gonna get it whenever they send it, or whenever they let me get it. And Discord, I'm still locked out that motherfucker. Mm. You can leave comments on my YouTube channel though. They don't fuck with that. I don't know, like they don't fuck with that for some reason. LPB wants you to speak to him. Yeah, I had he mentioned it on a live. I think you were the one that I think you said you were gonna. I think that's the email I got from you or something to check about LPB. I did get an email from you. That was like few days ago. True spelled like that? No, it's spelled Truutube. Two U's. Truutube. And I'm under the same name, except Roots is the triple three O's. Hey, what's up, Sean? What's going on? Hey, triple stacks. Truutube. Oh, we got somebody creeping in the dark. Yep, that's it right there. No. Nappy hair Roots with three O's. The same name except Roots has three O's. A comment the other day, but it wouldn't let me. Yep, that's how it goes, bro. They do that all the time with me as well. They be with that bullshit. They be with the bullshit. Nappy head Roots. Yep, that's it. Except it's all together though. It's all, yeah. It's like an email, like the words is all together. my personal thoughts, I think Mike Tyson is gonna devour him. I think Mike Tyson is gonna chew him up and spit him out. Not because I'm a Mike Tyson fan, but because Mike Tyson has something to prove right now. That talk show he got, getting what is that shit? Smoking with Mike Tyson or some hot boxing with Mike. Like he had Fort Holyfield. He had a couple of legends on there, and you could see like you know he was talking about how much boxing was making him a bad person, but you seen that spark in his eye, man. Like he misses that shit. You could tell he misses it, and that's with anything, man. Like anybody who loves a certain sport, whether it's fucking whatever it is, if you love that shit, you'll fucking get at it until you fucking, you know, can't do it no more. And Mike Tyson got a lot of fight left in him. Mike Tyson got a lot of fight left in him. Yeah, nappy head, just like that. Just like that, Mo. Hey, what's up, right? Hope all is well. Bill? Oh, Bill. Oh. Yeah, I hope all is well. Yeah, Roy is a good fighter, though. Roy is definitely a good fighter. If he was going up against somebody else, I'd definitely probably, depending on who it was, be going with Roy. But, based on that, I'm a Mike Tyson fan and fucking, But I'm not saying he'll demolish Roy because I'm his fan. I'm just saying that because, you know, I know Mike Tyson's. I know how like that shit when he came out of jail. That was bullshit. He didn't really train. He didn't when he bit dude's ear and all that shit. That was that was an unfocused Mike right there. That was unfocused Mike. But now he's focused. Now he's focused. Excuse me, it's legit. At first, I thought he was training. Excuse me, it's legitimate. At first, I thought he was training for MMA. I thought he was training for MMA. Well, the world's going crazy, but I'm cool as cool as a cucumber. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's only 8 rounds. Supposed to be an exhibition fight. I'm not sure what that is. Exhibition. I'm not big on that. Like I know what the punching and all that shit is. I don't know the technical terms. Keep checking your mail. Okay, for sure. For sure. Smoking that gas, no doubt. No doubt. My sanity rolled up to one blunt. Blunt boy blunt. Nappy, you try bubble gum? Bubble gum? What you mean? What you mean try bubble gum? To take place for the weed? Hell nah. Oh, you mean is it a strain? Bubblegum weed? I heard of something like that, but if you mean real bubblegum, nah. I know people chew gum to take place in cigarettes and shit, I believe. I don't know how that works, but actually it's bad when you smoke cigarettes and you chew gum because the tobacco fucking sticks to the gum and you fucking, you're washing your whole mouth out with can. Well, it's getting in there anyways, but. And don't be a motherfucker that swallow gum. Dude, you swallowing the shit as well. And that shit's gonna stick with you for about 4 or 5 years before you shit it out. That shit gonna be floating somewhere in your stomach, sticking to your bones and your flesh on the inside. You don't want to do that. I mean, bubblegum smokes, although I wish you would replace it for bubblegum smokes. Hell. You talking about that shit when you were a kid? The ice cream truck used to sell a pack of fucking gum looking like cigarettes? And you blow it, and that fucking powder from the powder for that they wrap the gum under, it fucking blows out. I remember that shit. Nah, actually, marijuana, man, this is not an excuse. It's not an excuse. I do need to drop the cigarettes, but marijuana is like, man, it literally fucking, bubblegum could do nothing that it does, man. There's no way in the world, man. Bubblegum could not fucking reduce the feeling of this bullshit. Not on a daily basis. Not on a daily basis. Hey, Shalom, Ed. Hope everything is well. As well as everybody else. For weed and smokes, yeah, hell no. I couldn't do that, Mo. I mean, I could try it for cigarettes. I could try it for cigarettes. I just don't really like gum too much. Cause sometimes, I be slipping and shit, and I fucking swallow that shit. And I know that shit be. I've been targeted since 2016 that I know of. I feel like there's no hope. Yeah, man, there's hope. It's just mental, man. We gotta find that peace within. Once we can master that peace within, the shit that they do, well, other than the fucking technology bullshit, but we gotta be like those fucking senseis, man, and those fucking, those karate masters and shit. Like, we have to master ourselves. And in a way, we're in the process of mastering ourselves. It's not like it's not happening. We're definitely in the process every day. Like, we learn tactics to fucking, deflect some of this bullshit, if you will. Nah, I haven't heard from Battle Angel in a while, man. I haven't heard from her in a while. I mean, I don't even know if anybody's tried. I remember I tried, but it was a long time ago. It was before you asked me the last time if I heard about her. I had tried reaching out to her, but you know, and I don't, I reach out once, but I don't reach out more than once too much. Like sometimes I will, but if I reach out once and they don't get back at me and shit, then I kind of figure they just want to be left alone. Hope everything's all right with her, man. It's a lot of shit going on, man. There's a lot of shit going on in this program that we don't even know about. They're fucking, they're fucking every day. They fucking, excuse me. That's legitimate. Every day they discuss us and shit. Like, where there is a discussion point on us. Like, whether it's weekly, monthly, whatever it is, like they fucking have their meetings and shit on it. So, you just never know what they can implement on someone. You never know. You just gotta, hope for the best. Try and reach out if you can. You know. I don't really wanna. I don't wanna really hear about another Ti dying or being placed in one of those institutions and shit. It's almost like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you're not. Don't. Well, it is that way, really. I'm still fucking in trauma. I'm still fucking traumatized from fucking. Well, I'm not really traumatized. I won't say that, but I still think about that shit often. But my Maine, the Navy Yard shooting, as well as all the other ones that I have a feeling, but I'm not sure if they were targeted or not. Like I be thinking about that shit all the time. And just any given day, they could just do anything they want, basically, and get away with it. And that's if you don't do it to yourself first. And now 68. Yeah, I don't even really pay attention to those numbers and shit, cause they manipulate them and shit. It could be fucking 20 people on here right now, and they got it on 8. You feel me? So it could be one person on here and they have it at 9. You just never fucking know. And then out of the 9 on here, like you can believe like 3 of them are, you know. It's just three of them sitting and watching it and paying attention and trying to seek some information. Yes, love those sugar powder smokes. It was the bomb bubble gum smoke candy. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, gum used to be famous back in the day. Like, it was fucking, of course, bubble yum, but that shit was, you know. But fucking Big League, I remember the Big League fucking pouch, fucking those smokes, and then there was like, I used to buy gum. It was fucking. I don't know if anybody. Well, some people do, but there used to be like back in the day, fucking a set of cards called the Garbage Pail Kids. I used to get Garbage Pail Kids and baseball cards, and they used to have that fucking dry ass still. They used to have that dry ass still bubble gum. Yeah, that shit was hella still. That shit broke into a million pieces if you didn't hurry up and pop it in your mouth. Fuck. But that shit was hella good for some reason. That was some good ass still bubble gum for the first 3 minutes, and then when all the fucking, when all the flavor and shit ran out that motherfucker, you spit it out. But yeah, those were the gums though. The cigarettes, the fucking big leagues, fucking the Garbage Pail Kid, the cards. And then back then, they had those big ass fucking, every store you walked in, they had those candy machines and shit back when that shit was just a nickel to get a. I feel hella old saying that shit, but that shit was like 5 cents for a big ass for a big ass piece of bubble gum, like the little ball, like the little circle, fucking like a tennis, like not tennis ball, but circle like a balls, like a ball. That shit, that shit was the same way though. Like 5 minutes, the flavor would be out that motherfucker. Targeted since 2015 knowingly. Man, got videos that show what I see every day. Yeah, that's a blessing, man. Well, it's a blessing to be able to have that much, that footage like that. Because you're gonna need it, man. That's why I fucking highly fucking recommend that everybody, even if you don't feel like it, even if you're worried about them fucking, because they're gonna call you paranoid and all that shit. But you always have something to fucking look back on, and you're always, hands down, no matter what, it never fails. You're always gonna be able to piece some fucking shit. As long as you watch the videos yourself, don't just record them and not. You gotta analyze them and shit. Not like that, but once you watch it a couple times, it's like you're studying your own fucking story and shit. Like you gotta literally study your story because the outcome isn't written. Only God knows what the outcome is written in His book. But as far as us down here, the outcome isn't written yet. We don't know what the outcome is in God's book. But whatever it is, you better hope it's the good one. You better fight for the good one. That's for sure. pack of bubblegum cigarettes and start pretending I was smoking, bro. Hell yeah. And for some reason, every time that smoke blew out, you felt hella immature. You felt like, I don't know, I felt like a man. Like, I fucking blew that shit out. Fucking had my chest cocked out. Hella skinny, little chest out like a rooster and shit. Fucking smoking bubble gum. I used to fake it a lot as a kid when I think about it. That's not really faking it, the cigarettes and shit, but like elementary and shit, fucking pagers. Like I used to, I used to walk around with pagers and shit. Fucking crazy. Not turned on though. They weren't turned on or anything. They were just like fucking, you know, dummies and shit. Some pages, like sometimes we would fucking, you know, in the group home and shit, badass little kids. Sometimes we would go into the fucking phone store and fucking, they have the displays and shit. And back then they didn't have the real phone displays. They had the displays that were fucking empty. It was just a shell. And they had a bunch with probably like a rock or some shit in it. And they had like some fake phone numbers and shit written on them. Like we would fucking rip those off the fucking. We would go in there and rip those off the display shit, and then go to the school and shit with them all fucking, you know, all on our fucking our hips and shit. Like we were fucking. I know people, and I know kids. You know, I know teachers probably knew they were fake and shit, but. And then high school came, and miscellaneous ones would pop up, and then fucking, you know, click on that button every 2 minutes and shit, and make the beep 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 beep. This shit's crazy. Don't lose hope. Nope, never. Can't lose hope, man. You can't lose hope. We've been playing that game all our life. A lot of us been fucking hoping we fucking, you know, hoping we go to heaven, hoping we don't go to hell. So, I mean, you know, you still hope you go to heaven, I hope, I presume. So it's just the same thing, man. You just can't with hope. Hope goes a lot of ways. And, you know, we're dealing with fucking Satan right now. That's where faith comes in. A lot of people have been talking about faith all their life. Like, this is where it's gonna count. This is where the faith counts. When situations aren't present and they're, you know, it's easy to say, oh, I got faith and all this shit when we're not having no tough times and shit. But, you know, when the tough times come, you know, that's when your fucking faith has to kick in. Like, can't jump off the boat. And I always expect it to get tougher. Like, hope for it to get better, but, you know, always expect this shit and prepare yourself for this shit to get tougher, man. Because as you can see, we're already targeted, and they're already throwing other shit in the mix. They're throwing this disease shit in the mix. They're throwing these race riots in the mix. So, you know, you just can't let your guard down. Everything's a distraction from everything. It seems that way. Race riot, distraction from COVID, COVID distraction for whatever else, something distraction for this. Yep, Nappy learn to navigate. I tell Steve and like, yeah. I mean, that's the best. That's the best way to get it. You know, there's always gonna be fucking roadblocks. That's for sure. Definitely gonna have to get around them. Talking to yourself and answering yourself is also fucking very good. I don't know why people think that makes you crazy. Maybe because they know it's good for you and they don't want you to fucking tap in, but you know that shit is good for you. No matter how many people tell you you're crazy, if you talk to yourself, you get yourself out of a lot of trouble doing that. But beware, because you can also get yourself in a lot of trouble as well. It just depends on how you're talking to yourself. Well, bro, smoke them on a plane. SL? Who's SL? Black? Oh, she. Yeah, she was. And you know, she used to work for the government, so excuse me, that's legitimate. Her targeting was on probably a whole another level and shit because she knew a lot of shit. I'm thinking about throwing in the towel. I've already done that with my actions ever since my targeting went over. I'm not a rapist or a murderer, but for whatever reason, I'm made to feel like I'm less than these. Yeah, man, and that's the thing, man. That's what this program is built to do. Tear you down, man. Not laughing at you, but this program is fucking, it's what it's meant to do, bro. You can't throw in the towel, though. That's what fucking, you know, channels like this, maybe like this might not be the specific one that will help you. Like there's other targeted individuals, man, that might, know exactly, like exactly what you're going through and going through, like have the same similar situation and shit, man. You just gotta, you gotta tap into yourself, man. And if you haven't done anything, if you haven't done any rape, murder, or fucking touching kids and shit, then fucking, whatever you done in life, man, it can't be that bad, man, to where you have to fucking, you know, um, how could I put it? There's nothing you can't forgive yourself for, basically, man. Nothing you can't forgive yourself for. Just come to terms with whatever it is that you've done, that you think it is that they're targeting you for, and think about how they're targeting you and how long they've been targeting you. Which no amount of time of targeting should suffice for whatever it is that we're going through. but your specific story, no amount of targeting should suffice for that. But it just points out to you that whatever it is that you did is not worth them doing this shit to you. Like, they commit more crimes than you've ever probably committed every day. They probably commit more crimes than you committed in a lifetime in one day on you. So, I mean, add that up by how many days you were targeted, and like, whatever they're doing to you is not legit, bro. Just come to terms with that and accept whatever it is you did. You know, fuck what anybody thinks. You feel me? Fuck what anybody thinks. You feel me? They don't know your story. They don't know your life. They don't know what you've been through. So just come to terms with everything, man. And fucking don't let this shit get to you, man. Use it to build you. But whatever you do, my friends, do not throw in the towel. The fight is not over. Still got probably not even in the third round yet. We got a long fight ahead of us. Even if targeting was fucking over with tomorrow, say targeting just fell off the face of the earth and we wasn't targeted no more, we still got fucking a lot more shit to be going through, man. This is gonna be a lot of shit that we're going through. Like these perps and shit. Pretty soon, they're not even gonna be in the position to perp anymore. If everything goes the way it looks like it's going, their perping days are numbered. You feel me? And not because I'm not saying it because they're gonna get caught. I'm saying that because the world has a lot of shit to see pretty soon. The world is gonna be upside down in a matter of fucking, hopefully not weeks. Watch how many murders watch how many motherfuckers get hung and how many, when they really come out with the defunding the police and shit, motherfuckers gonna be dying left and right, be getting beat up. Police probably gonna form criminal groups and shit, be out here robbing motherfuckers and shit. They already got the tactical skill trained. It's nothing to kick down somebody's door and go up in their fucking house, probably murder them. They're gonna go 100% rogue. Trained killers. Trained killers gone rogue. It makes me sad to see women being targeted. Yeah, that's man. It's sick, bro. Women, children. It's the word, like, you really know you're dealing with a bully, man, when they do this shit to women. Like, It's really bad. Really bad. It's the world we're in, no. It's the world. Sick, disgusting. Nappy, you read all the comments, even though they knocked your life about the lady on the corner doing morning exercises and Richard Simmons sweating. Nah, I didn't read all the comments on that video. Nah, I watched it. Oh, yeah, I didn't watch the full video, but I watched some of it. I was just fucking, you know, recapping on some of it, I guess. Nah. Oh, it's not funny though, man. But, you know, and it's crazy, man, because it's not an isolated incident. What makes it, it's not funny. I shouldn't laugh, but yeah, it's crazy, man. Because it's not an isolated incident. They're taking all these mentally ill people, man, people that can't even fend for themselves, and putting them out there, man, in harm's way. You know, and you know, a person that's had enough. We all know that pressure, you know, causes pipes to bust. And a person who's had enough, all the pressure and shit, you throw somebody fucking out there in the middle, in fucking plain sight, fucking targeting you all out and shit. Like, some people aren't gonna calculate it in their heads that, hey, this person is mentally ill. This person, you know, this person doesn't even know what they're doing. A lot of people aren't gonna calculate that shit up. The trigger's gonna go, you know, they're gonna, you know, if that time is that time, then they're gonna do some damage to that lady or anybody. But that lady was a perfect example because she was just right there, out there. And you know, there were people watching her and shit. Like, there were people watching her, but you know, they're not gonna do anything until I get to, like, don't get me wrong. Like, it might be some people like that come and knock me off of her or something. If it was me, that might knock me off of her or some shit like that. But there are other targets that will stand by and fuck. I mean, not targets. There are other fucking perps that will fucking stand by and just watch me beat on that lady and fucking call their handler or call like the police or call whoever they call. But you know, by the time all that shit happens, you know, this lady is all fucked up. Not saying that I would do that. I don't even like using me as an example for that, but I was just using it as an example because, you know, that's what they're doing. That's they're putting that lady out there like that, as well as all the other mentally ill people that you guys have seen. The little man, the little guy that they dress up in dresses and shit. the little bald-headed girl that ran up to me and said I fucking stabbed her fucking brother or whatever. Fucking the lady that came with me by the go came at me when I was recycling by the trash can, yelling all that crazy shit. Telling me she was gonna kill me and shit, and fucking the sweeper with her butt hanging out, always fucking causing arguments with me and shit. Like, all these are mentally ill people, really mentally ill people, and you know, and some of those people, like, if you try and fucking do something to them, you might fucking get hurt. Cause some of those people have superpowers, man. Especially like the kids with like Down syndrome and shit. I'm not talking about the people that be like really mentally crazy and shit. I'm talking about the people with like Down syndrome and shit. Like, those people are really fucking strong. Like, tremendously strong. I shouldn't. I shouldn't say those people, but you know what I mean. Like, yeah, definitely, definitely sad, man. We get through this shit though, man. It fucks with you every now and then. To know, to know that these people have pretty much died in vain. That these people have died and like there's no compensation. Their fucking fucked up families and friends and shit calling them crazy and like no type of fucking. They don't even. Nobody's out here protecting their fucking name. All my other than us, we know. But to the fucking world, Myron May and every targeted individual that died for this shit was just some fucking crazy person who was off the fucking rocker and left not taking their meds and shit. Like, that's when we died, that's what we're fucking labeled, So that's the most fucked up, like, and that's why, like, it's crazy. Like, we should be out there fucking, really putting the protest down, if you will. Maybe this isn't the right time, but if we would have did the shit when that shit happened with him, like, and I'm not talking about the rallies, even though the rallies are good. I'm not saying the rallies are a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, protesting and putting it in the president's face, basically. And it has to be like a group effort, man. But, we're not even willing to do that for ourselves. So, for the most part, we're not going to do it for anybody else. Hopefully, one of these days, the golden child will come and spark up a fire within the targeted individual community, and we'll fucking have the courage of lions to go up against these motherfuckers. Just plow through them. Not physically, but you know what I mean. That's right. My mother and brother want me dead. Yeah, man, that's their problem though, bro. You know, whenever somebody, that's just the evil. That's evil, bro. That's a problem they have to deal with within themselves, man. Don't let that shit affect you. It's toxic to be like, I know that might be the only place you have to be around or whatever, man, but it's toxic to be around people like that. And if you fall into what they fucking, just don't let them fucking dictate how you feel about yourself. Don't let anybody dictate how you feel about yourself. They don't even deserve that type of power over you, bro. No one deserves that power over you. Your mom don't even deserve that power over you. Yeah, that's all of us though, bro. We've all been blacklisted pretty much, man. I don't know what your situation is. You could be homeless, or I don't know. But bro, I'm out here homeless. I'm homeless. These people fuck with me. And I've been out here for 7 years so far, bro. So I'm not saying it like I just came out here a month ago or something, and I've been out here for you know a few weeks or whatever. Like 7 years straight, bro. They're around me. They surround me 24/7. Like they damage my vehicle. You name it, they fucking do it. But you gotta deal with it, man. You can't, you can't, you can't hide from it. You can't get it. Like you just gotta come at it full force, man. Because the more you try and get away, like hide from it, not hide from it, but the more you try to fight it, if you will. And when I say fight it, I mean like, put it like, put it out. Like, don't even, like, the more you try and, I shouldn't say fight it, that's probably not the right. The more you try and go against it, um, I gotta figure out the right way to say this. I don't want to say it the wrong way. But All I'm trying to say, bro, is just let these people, don't let them put you in a position to where you're ready to give up, kill yourself, any of that shit, man, because it's not worth it. And then who are these people? The same people that are doing this to you, fucking and driving around. Same people that be driving in them Hellcats and shit got big ass shit stains in their drawers. They fucking got piss stains in their fucking drawers. You know, they're fucking dirty motherfuckers, you know, fucking probably live in a house full of fucking cats that shit everywhere. You know, these people are fucking just regular fucking human beings. Not saying every fucking regular human being. That's not regular. I'm not saying that. You know, but that's the way these people are, man. They're not anybody fucking special. That's what I'm trying to say. These people aren't fucking, you know, their money makes them fucking, but they're just regular fucking people, man. And, you know, I definitely would recommend beating one of their fucking asses before you do any fucking harm to yourself. But um, I recommend you don't do that. But before you kill yourself, hell yeah, beat the shit out of one of these motherfuckers, man. If you just gotta let it out that bad. But if not, man, just fight the good fight, man. Help other people. Use your experience in this shit to help other people, man. That's a good way to fucking vent out, man. You know, it helps you as well to know that you're helping other people get through this shit. What's the new? Oh man, they've been messing with cartoons for a minute now. I know they made. I know they made. What's the little Simba? I think his name was. Simba is a gay lion now, I believe. Simba's gay. I remember hearing that they were changing one of the Power Rangers to be gay. Um, you know, they got a couple new cartoons out on fucking, TV with fucking, men kissing each other and shit. Hey, they've been doing that shit on fucking Bart Simpson, American Dad, and all that shit. They've been doing that shit with them for years. I remember that Black Family, I forget the name of that cartoon. I seen this episode. It was the grand premiere of this cartoon. What was it? The I don't know. I saw that cartoon one time and I was in jail, but I see that dude making guest appearances like them do the cartoons where like the Family Guy fucking the guest appearance from one cartoon would be on like the Family Guy and shit. But when that first cartoon came out, the lady came down. I don't think it was the Black Family. I think it was I forget, but it was in that American Dad. It was a cartoon in that American Dad realm, and that bunch of cartoons, and fucking yeah, man, it was a little bush running around it was a little bush. It was a little bush running around on the carpet and shit. And there's a lady coming downstairs in the robe and shit. And in the beginning, the little bush, you think it's like a little cartoon pet, like cause they make little weird fucking, they make little weird little monster type things and fucking call them people's pet. Like, the Bart Simpsons got that funny eyed dog, and fucking they got all types of, you know, American Dad got that fucking dog that talks and shit. And they just come up with funny little animals and shit. And I thought like that thing was like a little gerbil, gerbil or something. And they fucking corroded the fucking cartoon. Like the lady was coming down the stairs screaming. I think she was like, she was screaming. She was like, "Where is it? Where is it?" And the little bush, she seen the little bush running all over the carpet, and she told the bush to get over here. And I'm thinking like she's calling her fucking dog, and the thing crawls up her leg and fucking, goes into her rope and shit. And like, you know what that is, and the kids know what that is as well. Like, and you know, the cartoons might come on at like 8 o'clock, 6 or whatever time, 7 o'clock, but kids are still up at that time, man. And for a kid to see that, like that fucking, there was a point in time to where like that episode right there, everybody's mom would have been calling the news and shit. But since babies are having babies and shit, there's no more parental discretion, like, you know, no more of that shit. It's different than when we were growing up. I remember if a boy couldn't even fucking, like if you were a boy, and like for me, for instance, like the foster families I've been to, like, and I don't know, for some reason everybody back then used to watch soap operas. Everybody, like, soap operas were the thing back in the day. All my children, days of our lives, and all that fucking bullshit. But and like I was never into them, but like some of the group homes and shit, like, or not group homes, but foster homes I was in, there were like multiple kid fucking foster homes and shit, and like the fucking, the foster families would even, tell you like, when she's in here watching her soap operas, like, no boys in here, like. This isn't for boys. Like, dude, no boys are allowed to be in here when she's watching her soap operas and shit. Like, as a kid, you don't understand that, but when you get older, you fucking, okay, now I understand. But, like, now fucking kids watch anything, man. Well, they got phones and shit now, so they, you know, everything is available. Nice setting there, Nappy. I'm sure you have plenty of good memories just hanging out. Yeah, yeah, man. Memories are good, man. A nine, a nine, a name. That's a Cartoon Network. I'm not in financial position to be able to sue. My targeting has reached a level where people are telling me for block circling me. Yeah, suing probably isn't the way. You just gotta, I would say, just, you know, it's a new way of life, bro. It's a new way of life that we gotta adapt to pretty soon. Like I said, like, we're not gonna, if we're not fighting this shit and these people are too stupid to fucking see it coming, but, there's a bigger picture behind this. Whether they implement it into the real world in the future or just fucking keep singling out whoever they want to single out. But there's gonna, like I said, there's gonna come a time to where there's a golden child. Like the motherfucker might just, no telling when they get him. He might just be born today. He might just now be being born. He might not even be a target right now. He might not even know. He probably got years and years and years to fucking go, is what I'm saying. But one of these fucking days, gonna be a golden child that is gonna knock this program out the box. I'm not saying with any magical powers or no shit like that, but I'm just saying, like, there's gonna be somebody to spark up a fuel within us, within the targeted, probably long after I'm gone, you feel me? Well, hopefully it comes before that, before the years and years, because, if he doesn't come pretty soon, this shit is gonna be implemented into the world at a bigger volume. People, there's people on dating sites right now going on a fucking dating site. Perps lurking all through the dating sites and shit. Swimming like sharks all through the dating sites. You're giving them all your fucking information, where you live, all that shit. Collecting all types of information on you. Until one day you're fucking targeted. Get somebody mad. It's not funny, but get somebody mad at a work meeting. You doing better than somebody. You performing better on the job. The boss is congratulating you. There's a perp that works at the same store. You might not know. Nobody fucking knows it until that person gets mad at you for outshining them. It's gonna be a whole lot of shit going on, man. So, one thing for sure, two things for certain. People don't want to believe us. There's definitely going to be a whole lot more targets, that's for sure. Nappy Garage Pel, Nappy Garage Pelgum, Garage Pelgum.